Quarantine Youth Prayer by SoCal Student Ministries. Day 1. Learning to pray. Do you remember when you first learned to speak? Your first word, your first sentence? The first time you ever understood what your parents were trying to tell you? Yeah, me neither. No one remembers how they first learned to communicate. In fact, your first communications came in one form. You cried. Hungry? Cry. Tired? Cry. Want something out of reach? Cry. You had to learn how to communicate, and in the same way, you have to learn how to pray. Why? Because prayer is a specific form of communication. Sometimes prayer comes easily. It just flows out of us. Other times, it is difficult. We are distracted, or we feel as though we are just speaking to an empty room. God hears every single prayer, and that makes every prayer important. Whether you feel it or not, each time you pray, God is doing something in you. Make prayer a regular practice, and you will see God at work in you in ways you never would have imagined. Do what Jesus taught us. Get alone, speak to God openly, and allow Him to begin something new in your life through prayer. Matthew 6. Do I read the ESV? Yeah, I'll read the ESV. Matthew 6. And when you pray, you must not be like the hypocrites, for they love to stand and pray in the synagogues and at the street corners, that they may be seen by others. Truly, I say to you, they have received their reward. But when you pray, go into your room and shut the door, and pray to your Father who is in secret. And your Father who sees in secret will reward you. And when you pray, do not heap up empty phrases as the Gentiles do, for they think that they will be heard for their many words. Do not be like them, for your Father knows what you need before you ask Him. I'll read the NLT too. When you pray, don't be like the hypocrites who love to pray publicly on the street corners and in the synagogues where everyone can see them. I tell you the truth, that is all the reward they will ever get. But when you pray, go away by yourself, shut the door behind you, and pray to your Father in private. Then your Father who sees everything will reward you. When you pray, don't babble on as the Gentiles do. They think their prayers are answered merely by repeating their words again and again. Don't be like them, for your Father knows exactly what you need even before you ask Him. Day 1 complete.